Assalamualaikum. Okey, kali ni kita akan buat untuk PT3 iaitu tajuk dia Equilibrium of Force. So, tugasnya kita agi-agikan macam biasalah. Macam hari tu kita ada beberapa part, so kita kena agi-agikan lah sebab kita kan ada 3 orang. So, kita agi-agilah 3, 3, 3 macam tu.
Boleh.
Ya. Okey. So, untuk kali ni maybe dia makin mudah kot, makin mudah. So macam biasa, aku akan buat objektif, introduction dengan yang equipment. So, tugas macam biasa je, korang kena buat macam itulah. Lepas tu, kita kena buatlah prosedur semua. Just kali ni dia macam banyak sikit lah table dia. Tapi, maksud aku macam kita kena isi dalam kotak tu lah macam biasalah. Okay. Ada apa-apa nak tanya?
Calculation pasal apa tu?
Apa dia?
Calculation dia.
Conclusion. Calculation dia melibatkan force. Dia macam untuk resultant jugalah. Cuma kali ni kita akan guna untuk Newton first law. Itu kan kita guna Newton second law kan? Kali ni kita akan guna untuk Newton first law. Kita akan guna formula Newton first law lah. Macam dalam ni kita ada, macam mana saya cakap, kita boleh gunakan cara matematik lah. Macam sigma x per sigma y macam tu lah. Kita kena guna dua konsep. Ada graphical method dengan triangle method. Ada graphical method dengan mathematical method. So dia ada dua cara dia nak cari dia punya jalan kira tu.
Biasa kena pakai dua kan macam mana?
Dia depends atas soalan tu. Dia boleh pakai dua-dua, boleh guna satu. Macam kalau dalam nanti dalam dia punya result nanti dia ada bagi untuk A buat dalam graphical method, untuk B buat dalam mathematical method. Macam tu. So dia suruh kita buat dua-dua lah sebab dalam tu dia ada bagi dua kotak. Dua kotak untuk graphical method dengan mathematical method. So kita kena buat dua-dua lah.
Okay, boleh.
So benda ni macam biasa kita akan edit nanti. Kita akan buat macam biasa, kita rakam dulu. Lepas tu report ni maybe jawapan kita memang sama lah sebab kita satu kumpulan kan. So kita buat dan kita akan uploadkan dalam YouTube. Macam biasalah YouTube kita akan bagi link semua. Lepas tu nanti kita punya ni kita akan masukkan dalam, puan akan bagi PT masuk dalam CDOS. PT4 ni, PT3 ni kita akan masuk dalam CDOS. So nanti kita masuk dalam CDOS.
Okay. PT4 kita nak sambung sekarang ke akan datang?
Apa dia? PT4 maybe kita akan buat esok terus lah. Sebab kita just nak bincang dulu kan, baik kita bincang awal, senang kita nak buat terus. Okay, so nanti kita punya tugasan tu macam biasalah. Aku 1, 2, 3, kau Adli 4, 5, 6, Anip 7, 8, 9. Boleh Okay, so kita punya perbincangan sampai sini je lah.
Boleh sampai sini.
Okay, boleh. Okay, macam tu. Thank you guys.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Wan Ifan Wafi bin Wani Arman. My metric number is 14DEM19F1038. My program is DEM3B and I'm from Group F. My lecturer's name is Puan Mia Yuzrina Zalkis binti Ayub. Today I will present about the library title. It's about the equilibrium of force. Okay, the first is objective. This is I have a 5 point. The first point is to study force acting on vertical plane using graphical method, resolving force into dimensions to study the static equilibrium situation on a force table. Third, to raise whether the force on the body at rest at to 0. The fourth is to experimentally verify the parallelogram law of vector addition by using a force table. And the last is to determine the mass of an object. Okay, the number 2 is a theory, or is called an introduction. We go to the introduction. Okay, the design of all types of structure is based on the effect of their own weight, the force acting on them, and whether the structure is moving. Normally in structural design there is no motion and the bodies are said to be in static equilibrium. Okay, next, the Newton's first law of motion says an object at rest tends to stay at rest, and an object in motion tends to stay in motion with the same speed and in the same directions unless acted by an unbalanced or external force. A system of force in equilibrium satisfies two principles. The first is the resultant of the force must be zero, and the second is the moment of the force about any point must be zero. The usual mathematical way of writing this for a three-dimensional system is with 6 conditions. Sigma fx equal to sigma fy equal to sigma fx equal to 0. Next is sigma mx equal to sigma my equal to sigma mz equal to 0. Okay. Next, there is a two method that you can see in my presentation. This is first is graphical method and second is mathematical method. Okay, first we go to the graphical method. If a system of force in one plane acting on the body is in equilibrium, where sigma f equal to 0 and sigma m equal to 0, then the vector diagram is a closed polygon. In case where there are three concurrent forces act on the particle, the diagram produced is a triangle. Okay, this is the triangle of force. The example 1a, if you can see, this is the force 1, force 2 and force 3. Okay, this is the, if you can see. Okay, next, the mathematical method. The most common two-dimensional resolution of a force vector is into rectangular component, when Fy are vector component of F in the x and y direction. If you can see, this is a degree, 30 degree and ms and y component. This is the graph. If you can see, Fy equal to Fx. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the Fx. Okay, if you can see, it can be a force in x axis can be a Fx equal to F cos 30 degree. Second is force in y axis, it can be Fy equal to F sin 30 degree. And the last is force relation, F square equal to Fx square plus Fy square. Okay, this is all the introduction. Okay, next we go to the equipment. Okay, in this slide I just give a 5 equipment. The first is force board, the second is set of weights, the third is hanger, the fourth is protector, and the last is pulley. Okay, we go to the force board. If you can see, this is the force board, and the function is adjust the direction of the tree tune, make the measurement of the amount of the tune in each direction. Okay, next, the set of wedge. This is the wedge. If you can see, we use a wedge in experiment because we want to know how the wedge is about. So the function is to use it as a mathematical. It is used for the sum, integral or average. Okay. The function of hanger is used to measuring the weight and hanging different object. This is the hanger. If you can see, this is the weight and he's hanging the object. So this is the hanger. Okay, the first is protector. I think we know what is the protector because we also use it in a mathematics class. So the function of the protector is used for measuring instrument. This is the figure of protector. If you don't know, this is the, if you want to know how to search a point in a graph. Okay. The last one is pulley. Okay, this is the pulley. The pulley is on a force board because we want to make a movement or change of direction. Okay, this is the pulley. So we can change go. So the function is to support movement and change of direction or transfer of power between the shaft and cable. So this is the all equipment that I have said. So that's all.
Okay, hello, my name is Ahmad Livinuddin. I want to tell you about procedure. The procedure is, the step 1 is set up the apparatus and material in the experiment. Number 2, suspend the hanger on 3 strings at different direction. Number 3, place some seam weight on the hanger. Number 4, record the angle and weight on each string and conclude the weight of the hanger. Number 5 is the acceptance. The pulley are functionless. Mark the direction and the match the string. Number 6, repeat this procedure of the different tools. Number 7, repeat this procedure with different weight and angle. Number 8, record the result on at the table. Okay, the next is the result. Test 1. I leave the result in the table to different method. Graphical method and mathematical method. It show the font, show 1, 2, 3 and the different weight and get a different angle, and then we use the mathematical method. We use the axis and y axis as the result, that and the total fx the 0.5382. Total fy is 1.056696. Okay, the test 2 is we use different weight and different angle. We repeat the result. We repeat the experiment, and the result is different by the test 1. It total of fx is 0.4405 and the total of fy is 1.3557. Okay, the next is 6.0 calculation or data analysis. For the test 1 is 40 gram and 100 kg, and the we use the cos for the x-axis, and for the y-axis we use the sin. Okay, that the calculation we use, and that's it. You can look one by one the calculation we use, and the answer we put at the result in the table. Okay, for the test 2, we use the same calculation, and then the result we put in table. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Abdul Hanif bin Abdul Razak. I am from Group F, number matrix 14D M19F1036. Okay, I want to continue part of discussion about equilibrium of force. Okay, when a push or pull in at an angle, we can break the force into a horizontal Ty component and a vertical component. The vertical component represents the magnitude of the push or pull up or down, and the horizontal component represents the magnitude of force sideways. If an object is not accelerating, then the force on that object in the horizontal direction must cancel, add up to 0, and the forces on the object in the vertical direction must cancel as well. Okay, next part is conclusion. Equilibrium is the state of an object in which all the force acting upon it are balanced. In such cases, the net force is 0 Newton. Knowing the forces acting upon an object, trigonometric functions can be utilized to determine the horizontal and vertical components of each force. At equilibrium, all the vertical components must balance, and all the horizontal components must balance. Okay. Next, this is our reference to make this lab lah. Okay. That's all for me. Thank you and stay safe, madam. Promise.